Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss GATE 2021 CTQ Series 6 on process calculation, in which we will discuss the material balance without reaction on crystallizer. There are so many problems are on crystallizer, so we are discussing the problems based on crystallizer in two parts. In first part we will discuss some introduction portion and we will take some numericals, and in second part we will also discuss some more questions based on GATE examination. So the content of the lectures are the introduction of crystallization process, then we will come on agitated batch crystallizer, how we will draw the block diagram of the crystallizer, and how to write the overall and component balance equations for the crystallizer. And finally we will solve some practice questions and then come on the GATE to 2008 question, which is based on crystallizer. So just start the lecture. First we will discuss what is crystallization process. So crystallization is a process in which the solid particles are formed from a homogeneous phase, and crystal which is formed when a saturated solution gets cooled. The crystals are commonly obtained from the liquid state. For example, the formation of salt from the brine. And the solution left behind after the separation of crystal is known as the mother liquor. This mother liquor will also be a saturated solution. The mixture of crystals and the mother liquor is known as the magma. Okay, so this is the introduction of crystallization, how crystallization occurs. Now we will discuss the types of crystallizer. Crystallizer is the equipment in which the crystallization process has been done. So there are four types of crystallizers in commercial practices. First is the agitated batch crystallizer. Second is the Swanson-Walker crystallizer. Third is the crystal crystallizer, and fourth is the vacuum crystallizer. So this is the diagram showing the agitated batch crystallizer. So we will discuss agitated batch crystallizer in more details. Okay. So here we will discuss agitated batch crystallizer in more details. So this is the agitated batch crystallizer. It is used for the crystallization process. The solution to be subjected for crystallization is placed in the crystallizer from the top of the crystallizer. The cold water is passed continuously from the bottom through the pipes. So with the help of these pipes, the cold water is passed from the bottom of the crystallizer. And when we pass the cold water, the temperature of the solution reduced and the solution becomes super saturated. As the solution becomes super saturated, the formation of crystals starts. And here the propeller is allowed to rotate, which serves two purposes. Here you are seeing the propeller is there, and propeller is allowed to rotate now. So which serves two purposes. The first purpose of impeller is to increase the rate of heat transfer and thereby helps in cooling and maintaining the temperature of the solution or almost uniform. And the second purpose of impeller is to keep fine crystals in the suspension, which facilitate the crystals to grow uniformly and also prevents to form large crystals or aggregates. So these are the two functions of impeller. Now the crystals and the mother liquors are collected from the bottom of the crystallizer. So here the product outlet, and crystals are separated from mother liquor by the process filtration. Okay, so after separation of crystals, mother liquor is sent for reuse. So this is the entire process of crystallization. Okay, and this is the agitated batch crystallizer in which the crystallization has been done. So now student, it is important to draw the block diagram of crystallizer. So this is the crystallizer here in which feed solution is coming, and in the crystallizer some crystals are formed and we are getting the saturated solution. So how we will apply the overall material balance? We are getting the overall material balance with the help of this equation. Feed solution equals to the saturated solution plus the crystals formed. And now we will write the component balance for crystals, which is the solute here. So the crystal in feed solution equals to the crystal obtained plus the crystal in saturated solution. This is the solute balance or the crystal balance or the component balance for crystal. So I think it is clear to all the students. So now we will see the practice questions plus the gate questions, which is based on this concept I explained on crystallizer. So first question is a solution of calcium chloride CaCl2 in water contains 62 kilograms of calcium chloride per 100 kilograms of water. Calculate the weight of this solution necessary to dissolve 300 kilograms of calcium chloride 6H2O at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is the question. So in this solution, the solubility of calcium chloride at 25 degrees Celsius is given, and it is equals to 7.38 kilomoles per calcium carbonate per 1000 kg of water. And the molecular weight of calcium chloride is 111. The molecular weight of calcium chloride 6H2O is 219. So student, on the basis of the solubility data, now we can calculate the values of XF and XL. Okay, it is very easy, and XC. So we will have the values of XF, XL and XC. So we are taking here the basis, which is the 300 kilograms of the calcium chloride 6H2O at 25 degrees Celsius. So XF is coming 0.3827, XL is coming 0.45 and XC is 0.5066. So on the basis of this, we can apply easily the material balance now. And for overall material balance, we can write down the F equals to L plus C. So now we will apply the component balance for calcium chloride, which is the solute balance. So we can easily write F into XF equals to L into XL plus C into XC. So we have all the values now. We have F value, which is the 300 kilograms given. XF we have calculated already, 0.3827. We don't have the value of L. Okay, and we can easily replace C with the help of F minus L. So we have here replaced the C value. So now we have only the L value, and we have to calculate the final value, which is the L value here, because in the question it is asked to calculate the weight of solution, okay, which is L, which is necessary to dissolve the 300 kilograms of the calcium chloride 6H2O. Okay, so here we have to calculate the value of L. So finally we are getting the value of L. After calculating, we are getting 655.46 kilograms of liquid solution required. Okay, so it is very simple question based on the solubility. Now we will move on the next question. A solution of NaCl in water is saturated at 15 degrees Celsius. Calculate the amount of NaCl that can be dissolved by 200 kilograms of this solution if heated to a temperature of 65 degrees Celsius. So what is given data here? The solubility of NaCl at 15 degrees Celsius is given. It is equals to 385 kgs of NaCl per 1000 kilograms of water. So the solubility data are given. On the basis of the solubility data, we can easily find out the mole fractions of the XF, XC and XL. Okay, so solubility of NaCl at 65 degrees Celsius is given, which is 372.6 0.65 kilograms of NaCl per 1000 kilograms of water. So here we will take the basis, which is the 200 kilograms of solution, and F is already given. F is the flow rate of feed, which is the 200 kilograms. Temperature is 15 degrees Celsius here. XF we can easily calculate with the help of solubility data. So we are getting it 0.278, and XL we are getting 0.2715, and XC is equals to 1. Okay, because there is no crystal formed here, so X equals to 1 here. The solution of NaCl in water is saturated at 15 degrees Celsius, and we have to calculate the amount of NaCl that can be dissolved by 200 kilograms of solution. So X equals to 1 here. So now first we will apply the overall material balance here. So we will apply the overall material balance with the help of F equals to L plus C, and then we will apply the component material balance for this. So we can easily write the FXF equals to LXL plus CXC, and we have the value of F is 200, F equals to 200 given. Okay, and XF we have calculated 0.278. Now we can replace the value of one thing which is here is L into XL. Okay, and C we are replacing here L, because here we have to calculate the value of C. So we can write L equals to F minus C. So we are putting F minus C here, and we have already the value of XL, which is 0.2715 plus C into 1. So in this way we can calculate the value of C here. We are getting the value of C equals to 1.784 kgs, and the amount of NaCl that can be dissolved if the solution is heated to a temperature of 65 degrees Celsius is coming 1.784 kgs. Okay, I think it is clear to all the students. It is very simple to calculate the values of XL and XF with the help of the solubility data given. Okay, so now we will proceed to the GATE 2008 question. The question is, a 35 weight percent Na2SO4 solution in water initially at 50 degrees Celsius is fed to a crystallizer at 20 degrees Celsius. So what is saying in the question? There is a 35 weight percent Na2SO4 solution which is in water, and it is initially at 50 degrees Celsius, and it is fed to a crystallizer, and crystallizer is at 20 degrees Celsius. The product stream contain the hydrated crystals Na2SO4 10H2O in the equilibrium with a 20 weight percent of Na2SO4 solution, and the molecular weights of Na2SO4 and Na2SO4 10H2O are already given, 142 and 322 respectively. The feed rate of the 35 weight percent solution required to produce 500 kilograms of per hour of hydrated crystal is. So in this question the feed rate is asked. The feed rate in asked, and 4 options are given here. So the 4 options are given here in terms of kgs per hour. So it is quite obvious the feed rate here asked is in kilograms per hour. So student, in this question what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the feed rate. Okay, and it is in kilograms per hour. So it is easy to take the basis in terms of kgs per hour. So here I have drawn a block diagram on the basis of all the information given in the question. So here the Na2SO4 solution which contain the 35 weight percent of Na2SO4. Okay, and in the product stream we are getting the 20% Na2SO4 solution. So in the feed stream we have Na2SO4 solution which is 35%, and at a temperature of 50 degrees Celsius it is fed to a crystallizer at 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, and we are getting the crystal also here, and the amount of crystal here is the 500 kilograms per hour. Na2SO4 10H2O is the hydrated crystal, and the molecular weight of Na2SO4 and Na2SO4 10H2O is given. The molecular weight of Na2SO4 is 142 and the molecular weight of Na2SO4 10H2O is 322. So first we will apply the overall material balance. We can easily write F equals to P plus C. P is the product and C is the crystal. So we can easily write down F equals to P plus 500 because 500 is already given. 500 kilograms per hour of crystal is formed. So this is equation number 1. Now Na2SO4 weight percent in Na2SO4 10H2O crystal we will calculate. So we can easily calculate on the basis of molecular weights given. So it will be equal to the 142 divided by 322 into 100 and it is coming 44.099. So we have calculated the amount of crystal, amount of Na2SO4 present in the crystal. So it is now the 44.044. Okay, so it is the now we will apply the component balance for Na2SO4 and we can easily write for component balance equation 0.35 into F equals to P into 20 because the 20% Na2SO4 is present in the product and in feed side 35% Na2SO4 is present, okay, in the solution. And here in the crystal side we have already calculated the amount of Na2SO4 which is the 44.099. So after putting all the values and replacing the equation we can easily put F equals to P plus 500 here. So after solving we will get the values of F and P and we are getting the value of F equals to 803.3 kgs per hour. So the correct option is C option which is the 803 kgs per hour. Okay, so this is the very simple question from the GATE 2008 paper I solved for you. So student, here I wind up this lecture and thank you so much for listening this lecture. The most of the question in GATE comes from this section, so it is important to calculate all the questions based on the crystallizer. So that's why I will also discuss part 2 of this presentation. Okay, if you have any query then comment me in a comment section. So thank you so much.